you feel something is quietly stealing your memory. And if you're not paying attention, it might take your identity with it. This isn't a crisis that you're going to see on the news. It's just a slow fade. It's a blur. It's literally mass amnesia. It's not a call to panic. This is an invitation not to believe, to notice if your mind's been foggy, if you felt off, unfocused, or not quite you. You are not alone. I'm going to show you what's happening, how to know if you're being affected by it, and how to find your way back. Let's pull back the curtain on what's been quietly reshaping your inner world without your permission. Most people think they're making choices. What to read, what to feel, what matters. What if it's been curated? These algorithms know exactly what sparks your anger, what's going to piss you off. They know when you're lonely. They predict the moment that you're going to crave attention. Once they know that, they don't just show you what you want. They build who you become. I doesn't wait to see who you are. It decides which options that you will even see. The news, the trends. You are being led somewhere, a reality manufactured by code that you will never read, and systems that you never really considered. This isn't just manipulation. That is a structural erosion of self, of identity. Our instincts start to dull. Our beliefs soften into a silence. And it's not done through force. First, you feel numb, constantly reactive. You might swing between apathy and agitation without a lot of clear causes for it. That is a nervous system that is overstimulated by artificial inputs. We are scrolling, swiping, clicking, and reacting. Our brains were never meant for this much input. Being alone with no music, no internet, feels almost unbearable. In modern neuroscience, it shows us that without deep, undistracted focus, our brains can't transfer short-term experiences into long-term memory. It's like our lives are now being written in disappearing ink. You might not be able to recall conversations or moments or maybe a feeling from last year. That is not just stress. It is a breakdown in memory encoding, 1 degree here, another forgotten moment somewhere else. Your attention fragments. Psychologists call this cognitive drift. But in this era, it's something darker. You don't just forget moments. You forget identity. You forget yourself. How do you know if this is happening to you? Maybe you used to be curious or passionate or driven, and now those traits just feel like something distant that you can't grab anymore. You start to believe that none of it matters. Meaning starts fading, and apathy starts spreading. What we're talking about here is not just burnout. This is the final symptoms. The self just gets really vulnerable. And at this moment, you are ready to be rewritten. And they can write that story for you. So if any of that hit close to home, don't panic. This means that something inside of you still remembers. And if there is memory, that means that there is a way back. So there are 6 steps to starting to remember your way back. Step 1. See the fog, every reach for your phone, every scroll. Start tracking the stuff. Don't fight the trance, just notice the trance. The fog loses power when you can see it and you're aware of it. Step 2. Drop the mask completely. Our world wants you to be obsessed with how people perceive you. This culture wants you to be fearful of what people think. Say 3 true things that you've never said before, even to yourself. Step 3. Get into your body. Return to the instrument of your being. More in tune with your body, get mindful. Feel your ribs move. Breathe like it's your only job. Step 4. Returning and recovering what you buried. Dream, or a passion, or some wildness that was inside of you, that was exiled. It was not extinguished. Step 5. Make the ordinary things sacred. Your words shape the future. This is not mysticism. This is neuroplasticity. You're getting your brain back. Step 6 is leave a trail. Write down 1 sentence. Tape it anywhere that you're going to see it. Something that says, I was here and I remembered. That might sound ridiculous, but if you even try this for a couple of days, I want you to comment down below what happened. Having that weird phrase put up where you can see it. So, before you go back into your life, before the noise starts to creep back in, I want to leave you with something important. And it's not a warning, it's not a solution. It's a couple of questions. And once these questions are planted inside you, they might never let you rest the same way again. What parts of me have I already forgotten? What instincts started to grow quiet? What dreams that I had that grew small? What parts of myself have I lost? Not because I changed, but because I stopped remembering those parts. And if some of those pieces are missing, I want you to answer each one of those with the follow-up question of, did I let them slip away? Or did something take those from me? So memory isn't lost all at one time. Memory is chipped away, and it's 1,000 little compromises over the course of a period of time. And it happens over and over. Tiny compromises until you wake up and you no longer recognize the shape of your own mind. But if you ask the right questions, if you sit in the quiet again, if you stop running from your own reflection, a face that you almost forgot, a voice that you thought you lost, a fire you didn't realize was still burning, those pieces can start to come back. You were never fully erased, only hidden. And memory always knows how to find its way home. And here's the part that they hope you never figure out. If they can fracture your memory, they can fracture your identity. And if they fracture your identity, they don't need to control you anymore. You're going to do it for them, by yourself. And that's not paranoia. That is a real blueprint. Once you stop remembering, you'll buy any story that they give you. You'll think it was always this way. You'll think your silence was even your idea. You'll think the numbness is life. But here is the truth that they absolutely cannot believe. Behind that fog, you are still in there. You're not lost. You don't need a guru. You don't need another system. You don't need to escape the matrix. You just need to remember what they worked so hard to make you forget, your thoughts or your territory. Your attention is your weapon, and your memory is the map. And above all of this, your sense of self is not theirs to bury. So if something inside you shook a little while watching this, if your gut tightened up, if your eyes maybe burned a little, if you felt like someone just turned a light on in a room that you forgot existed, that wasn't me waking you up. That was you. I'm just pointing toward the exit. and I'm asking you to do one thing. I want you to remember, and whatever you do, don't go back to sleep.